Sitting on a cushion or a chair. You can be cross-legged, the hips a little bit higher than the knees, or you can even straddle a bolster. And just take some time to close your eyes or lower your gaze and tune in to the gentle flow of the breath. Open the collarbones, roll the shoulders back, slide the shoulder blades down the back. You can join the first finger and the thumb together if you want to. This aids concentration. And you can start with some ujjayi breath, so making the soft sound with the mouth closed. It's easiest to do in the exhalation. You can also do it while inhaling. It just restricts the passage of flow of the breath at the throat, making that soft humming sound of the ocean. It slows the breath down so you can really access the parasympathetic nervous system, the body's rest and digest mechanism. You can feel the breath lifting up from the core of the earth and expanding out into the rib cage in all directions as you breathe in, and as you breathe out, just slowly expelling the air, feeling the belly gently moving back towards the spine. You can try to make the exhalation the same length or even slightly longer than the inhalation. Just focusing on that soft sound. And the next time you exhale now, drop the chin down towards the chest. You can release the ujjayi restriction in the back of the throat. Draw the collarbones open and shoulders back. And just let the shoulders drop down as the chest lifts towards the chin, stretching out the back of the neck. Just letting the weight drop down. Still with the chin towards the chest, you can roll your head from side to side, rolling the chin towards the shoulder, either side. Just to stretch out the back of the neck, the sides of the back of the neck. Nice and slowly. Gentle semicircles. Finishing back with the chin tucked into the chest, rolling the shoulders back and down. And the next inhale, just bring your head up to center. As you exhale, bring the hands on the shoulders. And then as you inhale, take the elbows together and up. And as you exhale, bring the elbows back and down. You really get into the flow of the breath, the rhythm of the breath. You can take the head back if that's okay with your neck as you breathe in. And you can do some circles going the other way. Breathing in, elbows come back and up. Breathing out, elbows coming together and down. Just using one circle with one breath cycle. And bring the hands back to the knees. Taking a deep breath in, just feeling any difference that you may have made. And then we'll take the cushion away. Stretch out the legs. And bring the soles of the feet together, quite far away from the pubic bone. And just start to make circles on the sitting bones. So feeling the sitting bones pressing into the floor. And just rolling your weight around the edges of them, making big circles with the pelvis. So the movement starts in the pelvis. You can link the movement again to the breath, so a full circle of breath is a full breath cycle. So as you inhale, you're moving forward. As you exhale, you're making a semicircle going back. And as these circles start developing, they spiral up so that everything else is working now. So as you exhale, the shoulder blades move away from each other, the chin tucks down into the chest. As you inhale, the chest moves forward, the shoulder blades move back. And then come up to a seated pose. Nice straight back. And you're going to inhale the right arm up and exhale it over to the left. And then you're going to inhale the left arm up, exhale it over to the right. So you're making this big rainbow shape with the arms. Press the pubic bone down so you're not sinking back. So the spine is straight. And just follow the breath. Exhale as you lengthen over to the side. Inhale as you change. Just enjoying a bit of freedom in the ribs and the armpits and the side body. Trying to keep the pelvis in neutral. Inhale, raise the arms and look up. And as you exhale, take the left arm over the right knee and the right hand behind you. And just go into a little gentle twist. And then next time you inhale, raise both arms, maybe even raise the head if there's no problem with your neck. And as you exhale, take the right hand to the left knee and the left hand behind you. And just settle for a breath or so in this twist. And then inhale the arms back up and exhale going over to the right. Inhale arms up, exhale to the left. So again, just flowing with the breath. Inhale, sweeping the arms up. Exhale, twisting the rib cage. Just getting some mobility in the shoulders and the ribs. Inhale, both arms up. Exhale, bringing the hands down. Stretch the legs out and then come up over onto tabletop. And you can have a blanket under your knees. So that your knees are supported, the hands, knees and feet hip distance apart, wrists under the shoulders. Let's start with some gentle cat and cow. So the angry cat is your exhale, pulling the belly and lower ribs in. And the cow is your inhale, belly and ribs down. As you exhale in your cat, chin tucks in, pubic bone tucks up. And as you inhale in your cow, tailbone lifts and head lifts. So exhaling, rounding the spine. Inhaling, opening the chest, squeezing shoulders back. And so the shoulder blades are moving away from each other with the exhale and towards each other with the inhale. And then you can rest in child's pose. Or you can come to rest on your back, hugging your knees into your chest. Softening the bottom down, forehead to the floor. Or maybe parting the knees if the bottom doesn't come down very far and supporting the head on blocks or fists so that the bottom and the head are reasonably well balanced together. Bringing the hands under the shoulders, pressing yourself up, taking the knees wide now. So taking the knees wide and trying to keep that spine in neutral. Just tilt the pelvis forward a little bit. And come as far forward as you can before you round the spine. So you might be on fingertips, you might be on the forearms, you might be able to take the elbows out and rest the head on the hands. Or you may be able to take the hands out in front of you on the mat. But with the knees wide, trying to hinge forward from the hips, tipping the pelvis forward, the pubic bone down, sitting bones up and back. Dropping the chest, opening the heart, keeping the neck nice and long. And then very gently walking the hands back towards the knees, bringing the knees back to hip distance apart, back to tabletop. As you inhale, you're coming into the cow. And as you exhale, you're going to lift the knees and press the sitting bones up. As you inhale, gently drop the knees and come into cow. And as you exhale, you're going to press back into child. Inhale, cow, so that's a back extension. Exhale, down dog, lifting and lengthening. Inhale, slowly lowering the knees, rounding the spine, and exhale, child's pose, forehead to the floor. Inhale into cat, head and tail up, squeeze shoulder blades, tuck toes, and exhale, lift the hips, lower the head. Inhale slowly as you can, now dropping both knees to the floor. Inhale here, and then exhale, round the spine, drop the bottom to the heels and the forehead to the floor. One more time. Inhale, cow. Exhale, dog. We'll just hold dog now for a few breaths. You can have your heels up. You can have your knees bent. You really want to push the hands down and forward into your mat. And you want to push the feet, the balls of the feet, down and back. You can practice coming onto tippy toes. Sweep the right leg up. Bring the right foot wide of the right hand and drop the left knee down onto your blanket. You're going to now raise your left hand forward, up, back and down. Follow with your breath. Forward and up as you inhale, back and down as you exhale. And if the floor's too far away from the right hand, you can use a block. You're going to very gently make circles with the hips now. So the hands are both on the floor or blocks. If you need arm extensions, that's perfectly fine. And you're keeping the right foot flat on the floor so the ankle gets a good stretch as well as you make circles with your hips. And then you'll very gently bring that right knee back. Come back into down dog. Take some breaths here. Really pressing the hands away from the feet and the sitting bones up to the sky so you get this lovely long line. Bend the knees, lift the heels, then straighten the legs a little bit. Press the heels down. Just experiment. Now come up onto the tips of the toes. Inhale, left leg comes up. Exhale, plant the left foot outside of the left hand. Drop the right knee down. Come on to the tips of the fingers. Inhale, that right arm comes forward and up. Exhale, the arm comes back and down. So just mobilizing the shoulder. Follow the breath. Just going for a lovely swim. Bringing the hands back down. And then you're making the hip circles with the left sole of the foot planted on the floor. You can still be on your tips of your fingers or on blocks. You may have your hands on a chair, a seat of a chair, making circles. And then bringing the knees back to tabletop, tucking the toes under, and once again, relaxing in your down dog. And you can practice bending the knees, raising the heels. You can practice straightening the legs. And just settling here. Softening the neck. Lifting the heels, gently walking the feet to the front of the mat. Heels under the hips, knees soft. Rounding the spine. You can take the hands behind you, interlink the fingers on the lower back. You can raise the elbows and the shoulder blades up. You can send the hands up to the sky. You can even take them over the head. Or you can just let them rest on your lower back. Or let them hang by the sides of the body. If it's okay for your body, you can curl up now. If there's any problem with the discs of the spine, you can walk your hands up the spine, lifting the chest first so that the spine comes up straight. Taking a deep breath.